The Macdonald Bridge is 59 years old. The deck is starting to separate from the floor beams. We're getting a very rough ride across the bridge.
The deck is getting in worse condition. We've chosen to do it now before it becomes a safety issue. We also know that we've got other projects that we have to do down the road, so we need to schedule these things in and plan for them. It's taken us 4 years just to get to the point where we can tender this project from its inception. We started this back in 2010. So these projects take a very long lead time to design them, and then to construct them will take about 3 years as well. So 7 years overall to complete a project like this.
I've been working here as a maintenance technician for 20-odd years, and this is the most exciting project that I will see in my career probably.
This is the largest project we've had since the construction of the McKay Bridge, which opened in 1970. It's going to be estimated at a $200 million project. What's important for us in this project is that we minimize the disruption to the traveling public. So it's a big deal in the fact that you're going to be replacing 60-foot sections of this deck overnight. So you close at 7 in the evening and reopen the next morning at 5:30. We've got to get it right.
What will remain on the suspended spans after we finish this project is the high green towers, what we call the main towers, the shorter towers called the cable bents, and the orange main cables. Everything else on the suspended spans will be replaced. The process of removing and replacing these deck segments is a bit complicated. We've got a sidewalk and bikeway that we have to take off first to lighten the loads. Then we will empty the water main. In some places we'll remove the water main, other places we keep the water main and remove it with the deck segments. We then go in and we strengthen the deck segments to transfer loads between what will be the existing segment meeting the new segment, because we've got to join them for traffic to go over. We'll cut them into 20-meter lengths. They'll get lowered down onto a barge in the harbor, a new one brought up, and then connected, and that will happen overnight. The lowering and raising of the new segment will happen overnight, typically. There's a few weekends where we have that happen as well, where it's difficult spots at the beginning and near the towers and at mid-span.
We will only be closing on nights and weekends, and we will be providing a 24-hour shuttle service for pedestrians as the sidewalk and bikeway will be shut down.
Construction is expected to take roughly 2.5 to 3 years. There'll be about 18 months where the sidewalks and bikeways will be removed and where we'll be doing actual segment replacement. There'll be almost a year leading up to from when we award the contract to replacing the segments, and then there'll be finishing work to be done after that. So all told, close to 3 years.